right, well, let's give a shout out to.
Give your shout out to that music, bro. Ole.
Viva Mexico, cabrones.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick shout out to foxhoundfuel.com. Use our discount code foxhoundfuel. Or actually, our discount code is FBMMA. It's in all caps. Use that code at foxhoundfuel.com. Use your phone. Scan that QR code. Anything and every time you purchase anything from them, just use our discount code. You get 20% off. And also to the fellas, my boy John Tyler, he's killing it over there. Get some comfortable underwear. Go and purchase yours. Use our discount code for 20% off. Fightbook in all caps. And if you want to purchase some gear, please go and scan our QR code there, or click the link at the Fightbookmma website. Yep, it's right over there. And and if you don't see the gear, just hit me up or hit any of us up, and we'll direct you to the right place for you to purchase your stuff. So that shirt is nice. I know David's wearing the hoodie. I got the hat on right now, so yeah.
My shirt's in the laundry. Sorry.
Shit. Yeah, it's all right, bro.
I forgot my suit, of course. So I got the Fightbook hoodie. It works.
There you go.
I'm wearing my Fightbook
go
MMA
get you
condom.
Damn, bro.
I got the Fightbook MMA fucking whip and chains. So
Nah.
no, too far. Too far. I'm sorry.
It's time to wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, Rudy fired the shots earlier. It's necessary that shots are fired. We're talking Sean Strickland, UFC 297. The grudge match was Dricus du Plessis. And Rudy, you've got the poster queued up. Eugene, we always do a grade of the poster. Last week's poster was completely awful. They started the year off pretty shitty, but I think
like this one, man. It looks like a Blade Runner.
Yeah,
it looks like a Blade Runner feel to it.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like a movie poster. Yeah.
It does. It does. It looks just like them. And that's one of my things that I always tell the guys here. If you want to sell a pay-per-view or you want to promote something, make your posters like a movie poster.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm going to give it a good rating.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 9, bro.
9 for me.
9.5.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah.
You guys,
they've been listening.
You guys are too easy. I'm giving it an 8. Fuck that.
You need a Toronto skyline in it. That would have gave it a 10 for me. A Toronto skyline would have given it a 10 for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mark.
Nah.
Mark, you are, or how far are you from Toronto, Mark? Because Mark is our
hour
Canadian
and a half
affiliate.
down the highway.
All right.
Oh, okay.
And how many Tim Hortons are on the way?
Honestly, probably at least 20, maybe at least 20.
Hey, you know, I got deported from your fucking country, right?
That's not. I didn't do it.
Yeah, you did.
How did you know?
It was you.
They kicked me out as an undesirable alien. They walked me through the airport.
Oh, that was Trudeau, not me. That was Trudeau.
Yeah, in handcuffs. Walked me through the airport in handcuffs. Put me on any plane back to America, and the plane was happened to go to Detroit.
Any plane?
Like, yeah, fucking Canada. Undesirable alien. Can you imagine?
Oh, now you're flagged as the undesirable.
Well, I don't know what to say except.
Yeah. Well, I've been
Blame
back.
Trudeau.
Everybody's been nice to me, Sid. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and along the lines of, we'll get to picks and predictions. We'll do the full card. Eugene, if you're welcome to stay, we could do the full card, care, don't care style, odds. Rudy's got that.
Yeah. I got at least 25 minutes. I give you 25 minutes.
Awesome. Let's do it. Let's go through the prelims all the way to the main event.
Okay. Rudy, you got the odds queued up. But yeah, UFC 297, of course, taking place an hour away from Mark, Toronto. And we're kicking this fight card off with the known associate of the show. He's been on the show, Jimmy Flick versus Malcolm Gordon, men's flyweight. And I think it's a good match. I mean, both guys are, well, Jimmy Flick definitely going, heavy grappling in this fight. And man, his takedown defense has got to be on point too, because Malcolm Gordon can be dangerous. Both got great cardio. So I don't know I think this is a pick'ems fight, right, Rudy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty much a pick'ems fight, man. The odds on this one, Malcolm Gordon's a -210 favorite. He's Canadian. fighting against Jimmy Flick. They both dropped 2 in a row. I think it's a competitive matchup, but I think, we've seen Jimmy Flick's better days.
Mhm.
I don't see him walking away from this one.
Yeah, if I'm going to be picking the Canadian on this, I'm going to have Malcolm X winning. Just like how our buddy says, he's due for a win. So
No, in the words of the great Tommy D,
Tommy D,
he's due for a win. Yeah,
he is due for a win.
But-
But you know what? Malcolm, he's a talented fighter, and nothing to take away from our boy Jimmy. But just like what Rudy said, man, I think we've seen better days of Jimmy Flick, and I don't know. Maybe Jimmy turns around and submits this guy, but I have Malcolm winning.
I mean,
but Malcolm Gordon, been finished 6 times, or Malcolm Gordon finished 5 times. Jimmy Flick's been finished 5 times. So, Eugene, what do you see this fight going?
I don't care about this fight, but I tell you, I like Jimmy Flick because I'm a grappling guy. So, it's a fight I would watch. But as to hazard a guess as to who's going to win, I got to go for a big DC on that, and that is a don't care.
Yeah. First fight of the night too, because I think both guys know they're fighting for their job. So I see a finish happening at some point, and my official pick will be Jimmy Flick by some type of submission.
Yep. And just so you know, the odds when this opened up, Gordon was a minus 130 favorite, plus 110 underdog. Now, I mean, it's kind of winding up, minus 210 favorite, plus 170 underdog. I don't know. I think it should be a competitive fight, but like you said, maybe a sandwich fight of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, moving on, women's flyweight action: Jasmine Jasudavicius against Priscilla Cachoeira. And man, we always do. I'm always reminded Cachoeira when she got that beating from Valentina, and it was like pretty much a murder in the cage. Since then, she's had some good performances. Jasmine, man, she's tall. She's got the cardio. But Cachoeira, though, she's usually pretty game and has some KO power in there. Mark, I already know who you're picking, but I think there's a submission threat from Cachoeira. But Jasmine, I can't pick against her here. She's got the reach advantage, and she's tough, man. Her last couple outings, like, she was still game till the final minute of the fight. So.
Well, I'm going to go for Jasmine, bro. I'm picking the Canadian again on this fight. It's I think Jasmine has the reach advantage.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, 68-inch reach advantage.
So
68 inches, 3-inch reach advantage.
She just has to stay away from Cachoeira's takedown. That's all.
If she can fight a fight, then she'll win that fight perfectly. Yep. But she's got to fight her fight. Yep. She cannot let Cachoeira take her out of her fucking spot.
There's that also that hometown curse, right?
Yep.
That's true.
That is true. But she fought in Canada last time and took it to her and won. So you know what I mean? Like,
maybe that worked.
Yeah, Jasmine Jasudavicius 9-3-0, minus 410 favorite. Priscilla Cachoeira plus 300 underdog.
Yeah,
12-5-0. They both lost their last fight. And I don't know, man. I don't like betting against Jasudavicius because she always wins when I bet against her. I think this is going to be a Canada heavy kind of night, so I'm giving her the win by decision.
Yep.
Moving on to the next fight, still on the prelims, of course, men's welterweight, Johan Lenice versus Sam Patterson. And I think Sam Patterson was he from the contender? Or no, Johan's from the contender series. So I believe he's training with Faraz Zahabi at TriStar up there. It could be a clean Canadian sweep. That's what Mark was predicting. What's that?
John Nash used to use this thing called the GINS, which was the John Nash scale of significance.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know that this is that significant. I mean, I
no,
hate to
agree.
training their guts out, but are they in the top 5, top 10? Where are they? Is there a reason that we should be watching this?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
Young and hungry.
Johan Lenice is the Canadian Jake Shields.
He does look like him.
Look at this motherfucker, dude.
Okay, all right. I'll bid for that.
Oh my God, bro! I can see it now.
And when we're talking like relevant fights to Eugene, like you mentioned, we're looking at Sam Patterson, who's a lightweight, moving up to welterweight, and he's ranked 291 at lightweight according to Tapology. And Johan Lanise is number 91 at welterweight. So definitely agree. Yeah, don't care.
Jake, and Jake's got a lot of bad press recently for probably good reasons. But I don't think Jake has ever stood any higher than he and his other friend of ours pick up these two women at a club, and they're driving back to one of the women's places. Jake is in the back making out with this woman, and he's like, trying to undress her in the back seat. She says, wait. And they're about to get on the bridge and onto the Bay Bridge because she lives in Berkeley. She goes, you get to my place, we can do whatever you want. He's like, yeah. She goes, if you do one thing for me. He's like, yeah, what? She goes, what's my name? And Jake, in a burst of Einstein-like thinking, immediately jumps from the car and runs back to the club. I thought never has Jake stood higher than that moment when he made a command decision to just, I got to get back to the club.
I got to get back. I don't know this chick's name.
Man.
Sorry, I digress. I digress.
It's okay.
Well,
shit.
so I think all of us are picking
3 decisions in a row, 3 sandwich fights of the night to open up the card. I hope it gets better. I hope I'm wrong about these, but I don't know. I don't see this night opening up very strongly. I think there's going to be a lot of decisions to start this card off, man, and it's all going to go Canada's way, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it may in fact go that way in this next bout with women's strawweight. Polyana Viana versus Jillian Robertson. And Jillian Robertson, we know what she does in there. I mean, the wrestling advantage. She's got quite a submission threat, a lot of armbar subs, and Polyana Viana, a lot of her losses are armbar submissions. Yeah. But if her fights usually end in the first round. She's got a lot of subs on her side, so this is, I don't know. I can't really, well, it's 20 against 19. It's a relevant fight it's women's strawweight. So Jillian Robertson's always been kind of like just the grinder. You got to get through her to get to the top 15 or so. And Polyana Viana's kind of dropped the ball lately, so I can't trust her in this fight. I'm going Robertson.
Yep.
That's Robertson decision.
I'm going with the bet as well.
Yeah, Jillian Robertson minus 200 favorite, plus 165 underdog for Polyana Viana. They both again lost their last fights, so they're coming in looking to bounce back. And I don't know, man. Like I said, I just don't see this being a night that's going to be bad for Canadians. So I think they built this card around these Canadians for a reason. I'm definitely going Jillian Robertson by decision.
Yeah.
That's a safe pick. And moving on the card, prelim fights, of course, still men's 135 action. Sergey Sidi and Ramon Tavares, I believe they fought in the Contender Series. This is a rematch, and it's placed on the card. Kind of, I don't know if it's proper. It should stay right where it's at. We're looking at Tapology. It could be switched around, but this is a fight that I don't care a whole lot about it. But
give a shit about this.
Yeah.
But it's a rematch, and the first time around, it was like a premature stoppage, I believe, or something like that, because it was Contender Series, and I had to go back and rewatch a lot of those episodes. So, but I'm gonna flip a coin here, and I'm gonna go get the Canadian sweep of the prelims.
Yeah, I'm going for Sydney KO round 3.
Yeah, and moving on the prelims, we do have an actual Sean Woodson's always exciting matchup. Charles Jourdain definitely brings it every time. And Sean Woodson.
No,
he just came. He came off a win over
yellow bastard, bro.
That's the guy.
He's like
that's the guy.
What's the other guy, Rob?
Mac and
Me. Yeah, the Mac and Me. Yeah. Charles Jourdain's coming in on a 2-fight win streak. Woodson just won his last fight against Dennis Bazookas. Woodson, man, he's got a weird frame. He's got long limbs. He's got a huge reach advantage. The guy's game. But Charles Jourdain has fought some tough competition, better competition than Woodson. I think if he could land some heavy leg kicks, make it a dogfight, the grappling, push Woodson back, push him up against the cage, make it a war. Canadian sweep continues. I'm picking Charles Jourdain.
I think you're going to find yourself walking through the airport in handcuffs, man. I don't know. I'm gonna pick Woodson on that one. I like him. He's a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds?
Like,
what are the odds? What are the odds?
The odds on this one, Charles Jourdain's a minus 215 favorite, plus 176 underdog for Sean Woodson. They're both coming off of wins. And I don't know, man. I like Charles Jourdain, but after seeing some of the shit he's posting on Twitter, I'm just like, bro. And what he said at the press conference, I was just like, what the hell? Oh, yeah, that's why lube is important, kids. And then he posted some shit about, this is what he put. I'll share this for you guys. It's fucking weird, and it just makes me feel uncomfortable about him now, which is kind of weird.
Oh,
but
he say lube?
Yeah, he's like, that's why lube is important, kids. And I'm like, what? Why are you saying that to kids,
what
bro?
The fuck?
And look at this. For this fight, I'm at disadvantage because of the reach. I will use the same strategy I used with my stepsister: penetrate and dominate. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
And that's not the first time that he's mentioned his sister, dude. He taught, he has like hashtag sister fister.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Yo.
And I'm just like, what? So I'm thinking about changing my pick just for that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yo, he's way too into that stepsister shit. Like, I guarantee you his fucking history is stepsister fucking porn, guaranteed.
Bro, who says that kind of shit?
Oh man.
Well, I'm changing my pick to Sean Woodson.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm changing it to Sean Woodson, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do now. I might fucking change my pick too. Fuck. There goes my fucking all Canadian now. I'm gonna stick with Jourdain, you fucking weird prick.
Oh man.
Man. Well, moving on.
FYI, Rodson will beat your ass. But you ran from that fight.
Moving on to prelims, the headliner of the prelims, always exciting, the former Brave CF champion Brad Katona, who's won tough not once, but twice. And the guy is just a grinder, man, a cardio machine, veteran.
Dude, this guy is a badass.
And then you got Garrett Armfield, who's kind of just there, right? But the guy has good. He has good stand-up. He better have the submission defense. I think this is this fight is going to probably be a grappling match. You know what I mean?
It's
Brad Katona shines. Yeah, Brad Katona shines in 3-round fights, and he doesn't really have a lot of finishes, but I think a finish may present itself here, but ultimately Brad Katona by decision is going to be my pick.
Superman is going to beat the shit out of this Armfield guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say beat the shit. Maybe smother him.
I think he's going to take it's going to go all 3 rounds, and it's going to be an easy decision. Well, I don't want to say easy, but it's going to be a decision win for Superman.
Yeah,
I've always been a fan of his.
Brad.
So.
Nah, I got no cares. You say grappling match, and my ears perk up, but then I remember if I wasn't here, I could be at Jiu-Jitsu. So that's where I'd rather be. But
yeah, because Katona's got to be the heavy favorite, right? In that one, Rudy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Okay.
Brad Katona is definitely the favorite on this fight.
Okay. Well, kicking off the main card, Arnold Allen versus Movsar Evloev. Rudy, you've been high on Movsar for a while now, and the guy is still undefeated, 17-0. This is his fight to really, break the top 5, top 3-ish, and get into title talks, right? This fight.
Super significant fight.
Yep. Yeah, Movsar Evloev, 17-0, like you said, minus 165 favorite. Going up against Arnold Allen, plus 135, slight underdog. Lost his last fight, unanimous decision win to Max Holloway. Nothing to be ashamed of. I don't know, man. Just the body language, watching them at the press conference, it's kind of weird, man. Arnold Allen looked a little more intimidating, in my opinion. Looked bigger than Evloev. And Evloev I've seen him get caught. He recovers well, but I've seen him get clipped. And I'm thinking about switching my pickup, man. And I'm depending on how the weigh-ins go tomorrow. I want to see the face-offs, see how they look. But I think I might be switching on over to Arnold Allen, man.
Yeah,
Eugene, who you got?
See, I want to go for Arnold Allen, but my ass is still sore from the Neil Magny effect. You know? Like I'm a big Arnold Allen stan. Like I find myself saying, he could pull us off, but I recognize that kind of talk is coming out of me in the Neil Magny zone. It's more hope and dream, a thought and a prayer than it is any real fight analysis.
Right.
I think Evloev was going to win it, and he would be my pick. But that being said, if Allen wins, I'll say that I picked him to begin with, and I'll just say that you guys were lying.
I'm picking Evloev for decision win.
Yep.
Yeah, premier matchup. This is the true test. Get through Arnold Allen. I think Evloev gets a pretty high level, maybe a main event slot next in his next fight for sure.
And that's an opener for the main card, by the way.
Yeah. And moving on the main card, a man we're familiar with, Mr. Chris Curtis against Mark Andrew Barrialt. And Chris Curtis, I think, man, how old is Chris now? Was he 36, 38?
36.
36.
Okay, let me start by saying that this card is full of Gictas. And Chris Curtis is a Gicta.
Well, hold on.
We got some echo.
Or is he a Gict?
Oh, yeah, he is a Gict because, I mean, I don't know how many times he's screwed up my tapology, but I think
it's a really serious standard. That means that's a guy I can't trust anymore.
Yeah.
Like, never again. You know, the fact that I don't think that about him means he's probably got me and was probably a Gicta. You know what? He fights to me like a guy who trains a lot. You know what I mean? He fights like he's training. You know, with a certain amount of fire, but it just and Strickland, who, you know, his boy, they have, I think, similar. These guys just train all the time, and they don't. I mean, for their heads, it's probably really good, but it's for the win record, not that great. But you know what?
Yeah.
Like Lucy and Charlie Brown, the football, I'm gonna pick them because I dig dude. So
yeah, Chris Curtis is probably the favorite in this fight. I think the Andre Barrialt, though, he's got. I mean, this might be. I don't know. He shines when he's in the pocket. So if he wants to trade with Chris Curtis, I think Chris could probably catch him, though. I think my official pick would probably be KO, TKO. Chris, he needs a big finish. He needs a good win. And I think Barrialt is the matchup here because the Calvin Gastelum thing, his previous matchups, they're kind of weird. And I don't know. That wasn't his night, but I know this time around his boy Strickland headlining the card, they want to come out and show out because a lot of those guys at Extreme Couture have been doing pretty damn good things lately. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Chris Curtis, minus 165 favorite. Mark Andre Barrialt, plus 140 underdog, which is kind of weird considering he's a Canadian on his home turf, younger guy. Doesn't have nearly as many fights as Chris Curtis, but the action man is an action man for a reason. This is a hard pick for me, man, but like I said, I think this is going to be a very Canada intense event, so I'm going to go with Barrialt by decision.
You're out of your mind.
Hey, before we get ahead with the fight card, I just want to get onto the comments and say that Emmett says Eugene is a real G. So the compliment on you, Eugene, and that the 2024 is Allen's breakout year. So
he's going to get herpes. Hope not.
I hope not. But yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. All right, next up.
Yeah, moving on, the main card. Speaking of the Gicta of all Gictas, Eugene, I brought it up for a reason. Here he is, Neil Magny versus Mike Mallet.
I'm out. I won't be fooled again. I will not be fooled again. No way. Go ahead. You guys talk about it. I'm out.
I'm picking Mallet for submission win, round 2.
And then Neil Magny is going to screw up your picks and win by a knockout.
I hope Neil Magny wins, bro. I really do,
man. I love Neil. We're friends on Facebook. I met him in person. Such a nice guy. But man,
hey, if you're at a casino and you're up like with the chips, and Neil Magny walks by, like immediately need to leave the casino, right?
He's the cooler. That's right, man. He will fuck up your picks no matter what. Oh God.
Man, Mike Mallet is a first round fighter. He's got plenty of finishes in the first round. If in fact it does go past the middle portion of the second round, it might be the Neil Magny effect and be a Neil Magny fight. So I'm kind of, I don't know.
Neil Magny has that pattern of loss, win, loss, win, loss. He's due. He's due for a win folks.
He's got you. He's got you.
I'm gonna have a bet slip with his name on it.
Yeah. My pick is Mike Mallet, though. Some maybe by decision, but it's Neil the Gicta Magni. Keep in mind. Moving on, the co-main event of the night. We're gonna finally see who's gonna be the successor to the throne that the Lioness left, and we got Raquel Pennington against Mayra Bueno Silva, which was supposed to be, what was the original matchup? Wasn't it Pennington versus who? Sure, do you remember?
It was Juliana Pena.
Yeah.
Ah, that's okay. So that was the fight. We'll probably end up getting that fight with either of these ladies, depending on what happens here. But Raquel Pennington, she's fought the best. She's kind of like the female version of Uriah Faber here. This is what, her third title shot, but she's on a 5-fight winning streak. She has been on the layoff. Mayra Bueno Silva is just dangerous everywhere. This is I don't know what the odds are, but it's a tough fight to call here. I don't really have a good read on it.
Yeah, minus 170 favorite for Mayra Bueno Silva, plus 140 underdog for Raquel Pennington. Rocky's been on quite the streak, man. I don't know, man. This is a pick'em's fight for me. If I had to say someone's gonna win, I think I'm gonna go with Mayra Bueno Silva. She's just not. Pennington's great, but she's just a lot of decision wins.
Yep.
And Bueno Silva's a finisher, man. She finished Holly Holmes, didn't she?
Yeah,
submission, but they took it away because she got popped for some stupid crap.
Yeah, that's right. And Pennington, I mean, look at her. She's on a 5-fight winning streak, and most of her losses are to champions. So she's one of those type fighters where if it's the big stage, big lights, she's losing fights. This is her last opportunity to seize the title here. And Mayra Bueno Silva has been a surging contender for a while. She's earned her spot here on the card, but she's deadly. She's deadly in the clinch, elbows, knees. Pennington, I don't know. She's gonna have to avoid the clinch. I think Bueno Silva's gonna shine in the clinch. If it happens quick, I wouldn't be surprised if Silva finishes her too. My pick is Bueno Silva by submission.
Yep.
I got Pennington by decision.
Shit's for all the marbles, folks. This is to determine who's the baddest lesbian out in there.
It's true.
Yeah.
Moving on. The main event of the evening, the grudge match we do want the Izzy fight for either of these guys. Sean Strickland, I don't know if he gets the rematch. If he does win, Dricus du Plessis, they kind of, what did they do? They called it a truce, right? And they just toned it down a little bit. It's not as bad as it was. Strickland sent him messages apologizing, right, Rudy? And we're going to have a good fight either way. Both of these guys are game. Like, Sean Strickland is just absolutely shredded. Dricus du Plessis is a fucking juggernaut. So it's a very proper fight, the best fight in the best. I'm glad Dricus has earned this spot here to fight for the title.
What are the odds? What do they have?
Minus 120 favorite for Sean Tarzan Strickland. Dricus is plus 100 underdog for Dricus du Plessis. Right now,
pick him.
It's pretty much even, man. Dricus is even minus 120 favorite for Sean, so he's a slight favorite, and rightfully so. I don't know, man. I think this is gonna. Why the fuck did I put submission Strickland round 2? Hell no, that's not happening. It's going to be Strickland via decision.
Yep.
That's my hope. Realistically, Dricus, I think, I don't know, man. He's a finisher, bro, and he's a hitter. If he gets taken past the second round, good luck.
The reach matchup.
76-inch reach for both of them. They're both 6'1", 76-inch reach advantage. So it's pretty much they're clones, man. Clones of each other.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the jungle wants in this instance, and I think the jungle wants Strickland to win. So,
everybody, dude, you should have seen Canada was going crazy for Sean Strickland, and they booed the shit out of Dricus. I haven't seen one event where Dricus du Plessis was not booed,
which makes me like him. Yeah,
yeah. You know, I like him. It's just. I like Sean a little more, so sorry, Dricus. I hope you go to sleep.
On the presser, du Plessis was like telling the crowd, "Y'all are the weakest booers that I've ever been around in all my career. When I go fight in Vegas, the boos are way better than y'all. So you guys need to step it up.
I really didn't like his body language, man. During that whole presser, he looked like he was holding so much back, and he looked so uncomfortable, man. So fucking uncomfortable every time Sean would talk or they would ask a question. He didn't look like that the first time, when they had that little back and forth. And it's weird. It's just weird the way, just his body language, man. Body language tells you a lot right before a fight. And I don't know. I've never seen Dricus act like that. I think Sean is really getting to him.
This is a heavy deal, man. This
is
a heavy deal from, from even non-fight reasons, like, how many will it sell? I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of ways to lose, even if he wins this fight. So if he actually looks at that for real, you might start gripping, man. There's a lot of stuff here to consider. So,
and they just pushed him out there really fast. I think he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Finishing Robert Whitaker is definitely not an easy task. It's only been done by Izzy, so I think he earned the shot. He had to delay the fight, of course, with Izzy, which hopefully we will get that fight. But Sean Strickland went in there last time. Everybody counted him out. A week's notice, just put it on Izzy. So he just can't get hit clean by Dricus. I think if he gets hit clean, Dricus is a finisher. I could see that happening. But like Eugene said, I think the jungle wants Strickland to hold the gold. And I love that Strickland's just so straight up about it, like in the presser he was talking about. This is just a gold belt. It might not even be gold. It might be gold plated. Like, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's not a life-changing deal. Like, if I lost the belt, I got to go get a job. I got to go be a fucking welder. And like, he's just so cut up, and like, people like him for that. People love him, and people hate him, of course, too, because he's got a lot of shit that he puts out there, and he's a realist, man. So I love Sean Strickland. On the side of him losing the fight, I think he could get finished, though, because Dricus, that's his way to win. And most of his finishes are one-shot kills, and then ground and pound, it's over.
Who's the better grappler?
I'd say Dricus.
I don't know.
We've never really.
Yeah, but we've never seen Sean's grappling, though,
because he doesn't ever have to use it.
Exactly. And during the embedded, his coach even said, "Hopefully, we now get to see Sean's grappling techniques."
And I don't think we're going to see a lot of grappling. These guys want to stand and bang.
They want to stand and bang, bro.
They want to stand and bang, or at least that's what they're alluding to. But you never know, man. They might just throw a curveball and say, "Fuck it, I need to win this fight."
Yeah, that's a smart money move. I'm not playing games with you. I got to win. Like when Randy Couture took on James Toney, everybody thought, "Oh, we're gonna see a boxer versus an MMA boxer."
Oh, I love that. I'll never forget that shit. I remember James Toney was tapping in the air. He was just like, "Oh shit!" He didn't know what to do.
It was so good. I was making fun of that. I was like, Tony got ankle picked, and then I think I had a competition the next week, and I lost ankle pick. Fuck. See what happens? You gotta watch your mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder how well this pay-per-view does sell, though, like you're saying, Eugene, because we got upcoming cards with Sugar Shane O'Malley, and I don't know if that card is going to do really well. UFC 300 is kind of, right, Rudy? It's like you get nothing.
$299, bro. $299 is the shit.
$299 is awesome.
Hell yeah. $299.
I'm stoked about Holloway versus Justin Gaethje, but
yeah. But we still don't have a main event for 300.
Holloway, man. I don't like that for him, but whatever,
Yeah, I think Holloway is gonna lose again.
I mean, I think he's being used this fight serves Gaethje.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Winning and losing, it seems to me that this was done to this is a bone to Gaethje, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
No. And it's Max Holloway. He's a legend. We know he's taken absorbed the most strikes in UFC history, given he is, a guy that's just not an easy finish, always an exciting fighter. How much do you think the matchup had to do with the fact that UFC 300 didn't have much of a lineup? They were just like, we need something, man.
I mean, let's talk. Can we talk about that for a second? I mean, everybody knows how numbers work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. So the UFC 300 should have been a surprise to 0 people. Why do they find themselves empty-handed? How is a bald one getting paid what he gets paid? And he's like shrugging his shoulder. I don't know. Sorry. I guess I mean, if the Saudis are canceling your fights, where the fuck are you? What are you drawing a paycheck for? I could do that. You know?
Oh yeah.
They were pissed when the Saudis saw what the UFC was bringing. They're like, nope.
Yeah.
We want some more exciting fights on that card. So let's move it down to June.
And hey, listen, and the Saudis don't fuck around either, man.
No, they don't. They want their money.
They ain't going to a press conference. Oh, those fucking goofs. What do they know? Nah.
Yeah.
We will never see him again.
You'll find yourself with saran wrap around your nose and mouth.
Yeah.
What's the likelihood of John Jones making that return in Saudi? I believe it could. That's probably what they're waiting for.
Yeah. That's for good reason. Good reason. That's still a money fight. That's one of the few in 2024 I'm excited about, even though, you know, Stipe and it's not.
But Curtis Blades against, who was it? Rosenstruck. What was the main event they're bringing the Saudi card? Like, come on now.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's probably why they said nope.
They're like,
Arabia doesn't mean we're stupid.
They're like, we got WWE under control. We got golf. We got everything else. But the UFC, you want to bring us that crap? We can just go to Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua. We could push that, and that's
that's what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the fight I'm excited about.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, UFC 297. I have a feeling it's not going to do well pay-per-view buys at all. Do not think. Yeah.
Well, supposedly it's a sellout. It's a sellout stadium. You know,
It's a sellout arena.
It's a sellout arena.
But that doesn't mean shit when it comes to pay-per-view buys.
Exactly. And because we have all the live streams.
I was going to respond to that comment with the universal jerk-off sign. Sold out. They're just sold out, my friend.
There you go. Oh shit! Well, that's awesome. It's awesome that it's a sellout crowd, but whatever. We all know
Canada. They always show up big, though.
It's exactly they do. We don't have Patty Pimblett fighting on this card.
Fuck out of here.
Or Molly McCain, which is good.
I don't know if I was supposed to laugh at that, but that shit's funny. Okay.
Hey, well, Eugene, thank you again for showing up and joining us tonight. I want to let everybody know about your book again, A Walk Across Dirty Water and Straighten the Murderer's Row. If you scan this QR code, it's going to take you straight to his Amazon page. You can purchase his book. Definitely check it out, folks.
All right, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, brother. We'll get you on next one.
Next time. All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah,
bye.
thank you, Eugene.